Press play.
Replay. Replay. Replay.
You're watching Play Replay with Async. I want to talk about the recent news that Dune Part 2 was basically postponed until 2024 because of this actors' strike. Unfortunately, that is what happens because they want the actors to promote the movie. And so they can't have the actors there to promote the movie when it comes out. So it's not going to come out in November of 2023 anymore, and it's going to be postponed to 2024. And that sucks because I watched the first Dune movie, the first part, and I was like, this is really good if they can stick the landing on the second part. And I understand that because of the thing that was locking down the whole world, that happened. They had to make one film and they didn't want to put out, do two. And then unfortunately it didn't do as well because they had to put it out on HBO Max like the same day it came out, which sucks because this movie is well worth watching. And I don't know, everybody who's seen it is like the special effects and the way they did it, it feels so natural and well done. It's just a great universe to experience. I mean, I was around when they came out with the what was it, Lynch movie in the 80s of Dune, which I didn't hate either. A lot of people didn't like it because I guess it's probably different from the book. But I never actually read these books. I know a little bit about the books, but I don't know a lot. So for me, it didn't bother me. I enjoyed the story. Especially like the one from the 80s is just a epic, well-told epic kind of feel. And now this one that they're doing nowadays, it's very well done too. It just feels like such a great science fiction world, and it's just so well made. It's not like the average movie that you see. It's not like a Marvel movie. So it's just kind of sad to see that this movie is going to be held off and put, into 2024 instead of 23. Originally, it was going to come out in November of 2023, and it was going to come out just basically almost alongside the Marvels, the Marvels, like Marvel movie with the Marvels and Captain Marvel and all them, which I don't think that movie is going to do well again. There's going to be another Marvel movie flop that's not going to make much money, if it does make money, unfortunately. And I'm sure someone will get offended that I said that, because you can't have a different opinion on the internet. We have to have a hive mind. We have to be the Borg. When we're speaking on the internet, we have to all agree on one single train of thought. Only one opinion is allowed. We cannot have a difference of opinion. And we're all supposed to be exactly the same and not critically think or not ask questions. But, that's what I feel. That's my opinion. And if you don't like it, you could go to a different channel. That's okay with me. So my point here, though, is that the Marvels is just not characters that a lot of people know about. And there's a lot of shows on Disney Plus that a lot of people clearly didn't watch, according to the numbers by the polls that they've actually shown, that a lot of people didn't watch these shows. WandaVision was fine, but a lot of people didn't watch that. And now if they're going to go into a movie and they didn't watch this, now they're not going to know about other characters from that show. And same with Ms. Marvel. I like that girl. I think she's a great young actress. I think she's a good character for that person, or to play Ms. Marvel. I don't know much about Ms. Marvel, but I like that girl. I don't hate that girl. I actually think she's got a lot of charm. She's a very likable young lady. So I just kind of wish that she would have gotten a better character or something, because I feel like people are going to go into this movie and not know anything about her because they didn't watch the Disney series, which wasn't very popular on Disney Plus. So that leaves Miss Marvel. And the first movie it did $1 billion because it was right around Endgame, and I think it was before Endgame. So people were pumped from Infinity War. So of course they went to see that because it was a new Marvel project back when Marvel movies were great. But a lot of stuff that she said in interviews and stuff, Brie Larson wasn't considered likable to a lot of people. And since then, her likability has kind of gone down. It seems like, and so I don't know how many people are going to be invested in seeing the Marvels now with these characters. So this all these things add up to not being good numbers for this movie, and it would have come out right along or before or after Dune. And I think Dune is a much better made movie with better special effects, and it was more thought out. And it does come from a book that was really thought out. So there's a lot of details that they could use. Whereas the Marvels is kind of just thrown together, and then you get the movie. You know how Marvel movies, these big corporate Apple or not Apple, these big corporate Disney movies just it's a big factory. They just manufacture. You got to put some laughs in there. You got to do this. You got to have this. You got to do this. Oh, got to have a female boss. Got to have females. You got to push in female empowerment. You know, blah 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 blah. You know, that's what they do. That's what Disney does. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They take a male comic book franchise that a lot of males enjoy, and then they take and inject a bunch of feminism and all this and woke crap, and then they go, here you go, and then they vomit it out. And if you don't like it, you're a sexist pig and you don't like anything, even though there's a lot of female characters and a lot of movies, even dating back to the 80s, that a lot of people enjoy very much, where the female is a lead. So whatever they think is a bunch of BS. And it's not even about racism, because there's a lot of great black characters, black females even, dating way back, and a lot of people like them. So it's not about that. It's just because Disney is pushing an agenda and they want to attack the people who don't like the agenda. So anyway, that all said, I think that Dune is a better movie than the Marvels, which would have come out around the same time. So I think that if Dune would have came out, Dune 2, I think it would have probably beat the Marvels and the theaters. And because the way comic book movies are going recently, it's not going well. So I think Dune is not a comic book movie, and I think that it would do better. I mean, Oppenheimer is doing well, and that's kind of a boring movie with a lot of talking. So Dune actually has some action and some interesting things in it, but it's well acted. I think that Dune would be kind of on the same level as Oppenheimer. It's more of a classier film than, say, another Marvel whatever, you know. And that's just my take on it. I don't know what you think about that, but I just want to talk about that and kind of just give my thoughts on it. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.